Hello and welcome back to my channel Code Say. Today I am going to deal with international legal aspect, and this is concerning the Canada. We all are using social media, and social media has become the kind of necessity in today's world. What has happened in Canada is the Canadian government has introduced a bill to force all social media companies to remove harmful posts within 24 hours. That's the deadline. Meaning thereby any social media companies, whichever companies, I'll not name those companies, we all know that there are a number of social media companies. All of them, we all are used to using various social media platforms. So we know that what are these social media platforms are. And from all these platforms, all the harmful posts should be removed in another 24 hours. That's the bill introduced by Canada. The It was introduced by the Prime Minister of Canada with an aims to hold tech platforms accountable for swiftly removing content that falls under 7 specified categories of the harm. Now, what is harmful is been already categorized, and there are 7 categories to that extent. The 7 defined categories include intimate content communicated without consent, content that foments hatred, incitement to the violence, violent extremism or terrorism, child bullying, and content that induces harm to child or encourages self-harm. So these are basically 7 defined categories which is termed as an harmful content and is been directed to remove forthwith within 24 hours. What does this draft law says about? Under the proposed law, the tech companies would be obligated to remove harmful content within 24 hours upon request. With a review process in place, Canadians would also be empowered to file complaints against individuals spreading hate speech, leading to potential legal action at a human rights tribunal. To enforce these standards, the legislation suggests the creation of new Digital Safety Commission in Canada. This body would not only oversee the removal of harmful content but also ensure that the platform implements features safeguarding children such as parental controls and safe search setting. The legislation not only addresses harmful online content but also seeks to deter serious offenses. Companies found guilty of violating the law could face the fines up to 6% of their gross global revenue. Moreover, the bill proposes a significant increase in penalties for inciting or promoting genocide with potential maximum sentence of life imprisonment. There is a reaction from the opposition parties in the Canada. The government's proposal have faced a strong opposition from the Conservative, including the Conservative Party leader. Uh, he criticized the legislation as potentially infringing on freedom of expression, expressing concerns about the government's definition of hate speech. Canada's initiative follows similar legislative action in other Western countries such as the United Kingdom's online safety law, the European Union Digital Service Act, and the content moderation laws in the certain United States. The proposed bill is set to undergo thorough examination by the parliamentary committee, followed by the review in the Senate These stages allow for potential revision and amendments before the legislation can be enacted into the law. There is a press release. The press release is basically it's of 26th of February 2024. An act to enact the Online Harms Act, to amend the Criminal Code, the Canadian Human Rights Act, and an act respecting the mandatory reporting of internet child pornography by person who provide an internet service, and to make consequential and related amendments to the other act. So basically, this has been a good initiative in a right direction, and it's detailed bill which has been introduced concerns part 1 concerns with the enactment of the law, then the short title, then the interpretations and the application, designation, purpose of the act, then it contains the Digital Safety Commission for the Canada, and then part 2 concerns with the Digital Safety Ombudsman of the Canada, then part 3 concerns with the Digital Safety Office of the Canada, and then part 4 concerns the duties of the operators of the regulated service, and then part 5 concerns with the access to the inventories and the electronic data, part 6 concerns with the remedy, part 7 concerns with the administration and the enforcement, and then it goes on, then part 8 concerns protections, reports and information sharing, and then part 9 concerns the general cost recovery and all those review method regulations. Part 10 concerns with the coming into force, when it's going to come into the force. Part 2 concerns with the Criminal Code amendment of the Act. Part 3 concerns with the Canadian Human Rights Act. Part 4 concerns an act respecting the mandatory reporting of the internet child pornography by a person who provides an internet service. And part 5 concerns with the amendment, coordinating amendment. So this is all the sum and substance of this bill. The bill copy is available with me. It runs into several pages, more than 100 pages. So I'll not go through entire para-wise and detailed description of this bill. Why I wanted to discuss with this you guys is this. Recently, a very disturbing judgment from the Madras High Court has come with respect to the child pornography, and that has been widely reported, and the Supreme Court of India has taken suo motu initiation and have even agreed to hear the matter concerning the child pornography. I'll just dig out that information, and that is Supreme Court is likely to hear this suo motu petition in coming days. Basically, the Madras High Court has expressed a view which has been widely criticized, and that's how the Supreme Court has taken suo motu proceedings and have agreed to hear the issue pertaining to that child pornography, where the circulation of this child pornography pictures was a matter of concern. And in my view also, the Madras High Court judgment is not in proper way. I believe that, it should have been considered in depth, and not the way it has been held. The views expressed in, or rather opinion expressed in that judgment is highly disturbing, and Supreme Court has correctly taken a suo motu action and is going to hear that matter. So in analogy to that, I came across this Canadian legislation which has come with this passing of introducing this bill, which deals with this particular aspect of asking the social media companies to remove the harmful post. Is a good step, a positive step in right direction. Just imagine what is happening nowadays on social media. Every community, every religion, every person, every individual is being subjected to cruel abuse, and there are so many harmful posts which has been posted, and there is no accountability with these social media companies. So I believe that this is a well thought process of uh, initiating a good step in right direction. So it's a welcome decision from the Canadian government, and having introduced, I hope this will pass through the required test in the parliament, and eventually it will become a enforceable law. And I feel that the similar kind of legislations are put in India and has been put into parliament, and those bills are also passed, where these hate speech, hate remarks, speeches are dealt with stringent action, and that is the requirement of today's era, because it's been too much which is happening on the social media platform. So I believe it's a step in right direction, and I thought of sharing this video on that aspect of the law. I hope you have liked this video, and I shall keep coming back to you on some other legal aspect in some other videos in coming days. So see you soon, and till then, goodbye. And I seek your blessings and support. I request you all to continue watching my channel and lend your support. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.